how do we build community and how do we understand the diversity that we manage or that we live in terms of both a business perspective as well as an effective management perspective.
We know that you can't really start talking about economic development without talking about community development. And you can't talk about community development until people are willing to sit down and understand the perspectives of others that come from different backgrounds, whether it's cultural or economic or geographic. And we know that that's what DLA is all about.
The great thing about the Diversity Leadership Academy is that we do have a diverse group of people. With diverse groups and with the number of people that we're having in the class, we're learning a lot of things that we really didn't think about before. We're learning to differentiate between our preferences and requirements. Dr. Thomas and the facilitators are giving us wonderful tools, and I think that's important, that we get tools to learn to deal with our differences, our similarities, and the complexities that go along with those things.
Most people think that West Virginia is not a very diverse state, but diversity means not only racial diversity, it means gender diversity, cultural diversity, socio-economic diversity, all those things, those similarities and those differences that go together to make us who we are.
And diversity training trains you and teaches you how to accept others where they are, whatever they're born with, whatever vocation they have, whatever cultural identity or ethnic identity they have. Understand where they are first, and then you can move together and work out a project or a situation or a social concern.
It's trying to find the right people to work together, and we've become very quickly a global economy. And it's important as in human resources that we get a good mix of people for strategic planning, for problem solving. And like if a company absorbs another company, how do you then bring them into the fold and make them all feel like they're part of one unit?
We know that in the business community that the more diverse group that you have, the more creative the group is and the more profitable the group is. So it's not just a popular thing to do, it's the smart thing to do to support diversity and the Diversity Leadership Academy. I think that what this group as the inaugural group is doing is not only learning all these valuable lessons but also building the excitement for the future of this program in West Virginia.
One of the things that makes this particular class different from other conferences, seminars, and those kinds of things is that oftentimes you go, you sit there, you say you learned some things, you close up the notebook, and you go home. This one, you actually have an opportunity to sit down and take on a project, and a project of significance called the Capstone Project. What that means is that you have to, as we go through the class, make actual application of the principles and the tools that you are beginning to develop and to learn.
It's just not a academic exercise, but it is one that has functional connections with real community problems.
Our Capstone Project is helping the City of Charleston's police force understand how to do more outreach into our underserved neighborhoods, and we're looking very, very forward to working together as a group.
My particular learning circle, we're doing one with education in West Virginia and the diversities that go along with that.
I can't wait to see what the other groups are doing regarding their Capstone Project as well. I think it'll be extremely interesting, and overall, our city and our state are going to prosper by having had these Capstone projects accomplished.